Well, good morning, guys. We're here in Rafine. We're at Smiley's right now. Gotta get a little more fuel to get home, and gonna get some food here. But so last night, well, that turned into a late night delivering these cars. Hit some traffic. Didn't get there till midnight. Guy insisted on having the cars last night, so that's what we did. We unloaded. So I gotta get my boots on here. That's what I'm doing. So that turned into a late night. But what I was gonna say was, so I'm coming down 81, and I get passed by a Hotshot, and he's got a larger setup. I mean, I'm assuming probably it was a 3500 with like probably dual 10 or 12K axles on his trailer, but he had a dozer on the trailer, and I would say that dozer is probably 17 to 20,000 pounds. It's a, big dozer for a trailer like that. Well, if you guys know anything about hauling dozers, the blade at full tilt was still over width, and he's running at night. No oversized banners, no flags or anything on the part that's hanging out over the trailer, and it's probably hanging out, I don't know, 6 inches, 8 inches or so. And while I was coming back this morning, his truck's parked at the scale. And where is that? I don't know, the farther south scale on 81. I'm not sure which town that's considered, but it's sitting at the scale. So I don't know if he got popped last night for running over with no banners. He got pulled over and they made him go park there. I don't know what happened, but that's not a good look. All it takes is a cop passing you coming down the road and has some knowledge to just pull you over and get you for that. Well, got him, got the yard mowed. Let's move this back over. And we're gonna start tearing apart that front end. We're gonna clean up the grill a little bit where it's all faded, and get the headlights pulled out of this thing. And one thing I'm concerned about is I don't see the wires for this, so I may have to buy a connector to fix that. I don't know. I went with the headlight and I couldn't find it. It's crazy. I only paid $12,000 for this truck. Put 100 and that was weird. It's really low on fuel. It might have something to do with the hill I'm sitting on. Anyways, I only paid $12,000 for this thing. I put 114,000 miles on, so it's definitely made its money. That's like, I don't know how people buy these new trucks and stuff like that happens on the road, and it made me like, not upset, but it's just like, it's always something. I had a forklift run into the side of my trailer the other day and mess up my trailer. And that's like a brand new trailer. So it's like there's always something happening out on the road, a lot which isn't in your control, and it sucks because, if I had a $100,000 truck and someone, I hit a deer in that, it probably would have really done damage to an aluminum truck. But it's like, even a $12,000 truck, I'm like sick thinking about it. Sucks. Because I try to like do everything I can to keep these things as nice as I can, within consideration, and running up and down the road, and then something out of my control happens. And I can be mad at myself when I do something stupid or something happens, under my watch, but it's out of my control. It's just like, it's been a month. I know that much. It's been a month with things, so hopefully we have some good luck coming up here soon. Those moments when you're like, oh, I know my own truck. It's not below empty. It hasn't been sitting in the driveway for 2 weeks like this. Well, I only got another half a mile to go. Hopefully we make it. Oh, got the small trailer out here tonight. Just scrapped my beloved Volkswagen Jetta. 450,000 miles. She's finally done for. I know the lighting's not very good out here. Need to run electric out to this shed. But I am getting ready to pull the headlight and grill out of the 7.3. I got a story to tell you about getting pulled over today, and this time I wasn't really nervous. So while I take the grill out of this truck, let me tell you about getting pulled over today. So coming up, I want to say it's like 220. All right, out of Virginia, and it branches off into 81. Well, you guys that use Waze, you guys know you get that little little noise that happens when you get rerouted. So I'm coming up, and I'm probably, I don't know, let's say a mile away from the split, and excuse me, I get that noise. So I click on my phone. I do like a double tap to like bring up the screen, and Waze wasn't up, so like I clicked on the icon and I brought it up. Well, I had my other GPS running too, but that's not like live, live updates. So I click on that, and I'm like, do like the zoom in with 2 fingers, and I was like, oh great, there's a cop beside me. I didn't realize it. I was just trying to see on my GPS what was going on. Well, he looks over and then gets behind me and pulls me over. So he pulls me over, and I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like, I apologize. I was, switching over to my GPS. And of course, I've got a podcast running in the background. And he says something about that because it's a video podcast, but it was only it was YouTube. So it's got like a little, I don't know, 1/8 of the screen cut, running. He goes, I saw you messing with your phone, and I see you got a video up there. I was like, well, it's a podcast. I was listening to Barn Talk, if you guys ever listen to that podcast. It was talking to a guy about trucking and how he got into it and things like that. So I was curious, I was interested, so I started listening to it. And I was like, yeah, and then GPS rerouted me. I was just trying to see what's going on. And he's like, where are you coming from? And I was like, I was coming from down here in this Fernham, Virginia or something like that. He goes, oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. He's like, got anything in the trailer? I was like, no. I said, I'm not working right now. I said, I'm going home. I'm done for the week. Blah, blah. I was like, today's my daughter's birthday. I got things to do. And he was like, okay, well, I'll be right back. So he takes my stuff back to his truck, comes back. He's like, I'm going to have to write you a ticket for, using a handheld device. He goes, but this is for you. This isn't like company stuff. This isn't DOT. This is nothing. This is just, if you were in a passenger vehicle, it would be the same thing. I was like, well, I really appreciate that. I said, honestly, I was just trying to figure out, why I was getting rerouted. And he goes, I understand. He goes, I just saw, that. And then when I, asked to see your phone when I came up, because I told him I was running 2 GPSs. I was just trying to see what the update was. He was like, well, show me. And when I brought my phone up, it had the little 8th screen of YouTube. He was like, well, were you watching the video? I was like, what's a podcast? I'm just listening to it. So it's just something to be careful of. But the funny thing is if I would have had tinted windows, he would have never saw that. And I don't have tinted windows because it's a commercial vehicle. So he was cool. It just kind of sucks because I really just, was just trying to see where I was supposed to go. I know this grill is it's got bugs all over it, needs cleaned. But just see how faded this grill is? The black portion of it. I'm going to try and clean that up. I pulled it out because I'm doing the headlights. I mean, the truck is filthy, so I'm going to try to clean at least the black up on this while I have it off. I know I could buy another grill for cheap, but this grill is actually in really good shape. There's no chrome peeling or anything, which is rare, especially if you get a replacement, an aftermarket one. The chrome will peel, and this thing is in really good shape. So I'd hate to put a replacement in that's just going to start peeling. And I've got a new Ford emblem to put in this one, but like I said, bugs are pretty bad on it.